Welcome to a brand new podcast. This is the Oracle 19, and my name is Greatness. For your shopping pleasures, you can shop at two of our websites. Our bigger one, larger one, I call Baby Shopping Mall, EVOLUTIONOFLONDON.com. So that's www.evolutionoflondon.com. Our custom-made clothing site and accessories, digital products we have is www.evolutionoflondon.org. So that's www.evolutionoflondon.org. O-R-G. And you will find that information in our description box as well. And any business or / sponsorship you want to be on this platform, or you have any questions, concerns, or comments, evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. So that's evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. Today's broadcast, we're going to talk. It's going to be about single mothers. Are they a liability or an asset? My perspective. Now, continuing on our information I want to add on, because we do have a new sponsor, so I can't forget him. WJA Accessories. If you have any fitness questions or concerns, you can set up and contact Mr. Will. Email is WILLYZ fitness, one word, the 99@gmail.com. So that's WillyFitness99@gmail.com. So WILLYZ fitness99@gmail.com. And his store also is in the description box, and that you will see the link there as well. And music, Cheap Limousine on YouTube, Cheap Limousine channel, and you can find his platform and beats, which is very good, on YouTube as well. And any donations you want to donate to the machine, again, evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. And also it's a GoFundMe page there as well. And you can check that in the description box. You can follow us on Google, Apple, Spotify, just to name a few. We're on all major platforms. And finally, you can find us on YouTube, Greatness 19. And we have a whole bunch of videos there for your enjoyment. Now, to the business at hand. Are single mothers an asset or a liability? Again, giving you my perspective. Now, I find as I get messages, and this is a topic that was something that someone wanted me to bring up. A lot of men settle. And believe me, you're not the only one, men. I was that dude as well. It's all about self-improvement. Now, we're going to talk Now, a lot of men, I get mostly that would say, no, there's nothing wrong with having single moms, and they fun, and it's great, and I can learn and experience, and yada, yada, yada. Okay, that sounds very cute. But we living in the world. This is a capitalistic society. We're going to start on business, okay? Men, we're going to take this on the business level. When you go for a job, the employer is looking at you to see if you're the most qualified, okay? And if you don't fit that description, no matter if you feel you do, the employer want to see if you are in his or her eyes. So, in my opinion, that's what you need to do when you're looking at women. And when you're dealing with a single mom and she has multiple children, you should look at your finances, number one. Because now you're not, even if you dated, when you're going and buying something, you, as a human being, you got to look to support her and the child, indirectly and directly. And let's be truthful, men. Do you really, in this day and time, most of the men out here, especially black men, do you have the financial resources like that to be taking care of her and her children that is not yours? Let's start with that. And most men will say no, because there's a struggle out here. So when you meeting a woman, if she's saying she have one kid, then, all right, you might turn and say, okay, but then there's 2 and 3 and 4. Now you got potentially 3 to 5 bodies that you got to potentially take care of. That is not yours. Financially here, we got to look at the realities, not emotions, men. You got to look at the finances. Number one, can you afford this? And most men, let's be frank, we working out here, trying to get by. It's a rat race out here. You can't afford that. No matter how pretty she is, or no matter how good is the sex, you can't. You got to look at your means before anything. No emotions here. You got to take this like a business, have a business mindset. I'm telling you this, especially the young males out here. Because the old ones already, like myself, been there, done that, we done. You always have to look, now you have to look at the second thing. My opinion to that part, I would say, no, don't do it, young men. You want to come up, you're trying to get your finances together. And even the women of your family, if they're in a stable mindset, your mother, if she's in a stable mindset, will tell you, do not deal with a woman, especially married, a woman with children. Or even say, per se, date. I know my mother would. I don't know about yours. But if she realistic, a lot of women is not realistic today. They'll tell their sons there's no problem, it's okay, give her a chance. They're not being realistic. They actually destroying their own sons by just giving them that negativity. The negativity in that is you're supposed to find the best quality person, the best quality woman, the woman that don't have baggage, the woman that is a good fit for your program. Not somebody because she smiles at you and she's pretty and whatever and she got a gang of kids. You should just accept that. A lot of mothers and sisters and these males, family members, I should say, don't give them realistic point of views. They just say because she's a female, you just should just take it and go for it. this is crippling the young males out here, accepting anything. Because if you go to a job, the employer is going to look and see if you are quality fit. They're just not going to say, okay, just go for it. Yeah, I'm going to hire you, and you just a degenerate because you look nice. No. Business. We in a capitalistic society. It shows you even when you get married, you sign in a contract. So what is that? That's a business agreement among two people. So why you as a male cannot think business? A lot of people in society, a lot of women like family, friends, and foe like to dumb men down and say, you accept me because I'm me and you take what you can get. No. It's the best qualified person, because if the shoes are the foot, women will look for the best quality man, and rightfully so. But we're talking about single mothers here, so let's stick to the topic. Please do not think, especially you ladies, well, not really, men too, because a lot of men is emotional. They would say, well, what about the men, the single men, the men with children? This is not that conversation, guys. This is about single mothers. Tune into another show to hear about the reversal. So I wanted to clarify the business aspect of things, the financial. Because most men don't got it like that to be supporting supporting women, single moms with multiple children. Because at the end of the day, no matter if they working or not, they still going to need your help. Either financially, emotionally, for the children. But I'm going to get to that in a little bit. And the next thing is cooperation. We in 2021, let's be realistic. Most of these women, especially single mothers, they're very bold. What do I mean by this? They don't show cooperation and respect. You hear it a lot within men. This is not something I'm saying. You see it in society. You can Google it. You can YouTube it. It's all over social media, the frustrations of men. Men is taking on single moms with multiple children, and they not giving a, you know what, about the male principle. The ladies, they not, here you have a man taking on the responsibilities of the single mother. We talking about the decent men, okay? Please don't give me examples of men that is just scum out here. I'm not talking about them. We just zero in on the topic. You have good men out here that is taking on women with children, and you don't even have the mothers that are really appreciative of that. They low-key disrespectful. They not respecting the man principle. And on top of that, there's no loyalty, or I would say we just leave it as that. That's just the breakdown. There's many other aspects, and that I would say men could give examples on. But cooperation, they're not getting it, especially in my opinion. If a man is taking responsibility of that woman, that single mother, and her children, she should be catering to that man, not 100%, 200%. But then a lot of women feel that, oh no, I can still be me and free, and he just take it or leave it. And I tell men, leave it. Leave it. Especially you young men out here. If you're not getting if you taking on her baggage, and then she turn around, she's not giving you the cooperation that you are looking for, that should tell you everything you need to know. And a lot of women have this attitude, to take it or leave the attitude. And I tell men, before you even start, don't even bother. It's not worth it. Especially you're not going to get the 200% cooperation. I'm not saying 100%. basically, she should be on her damn knees if you're taking on her responsibilities and thanking you every day. Now, I know a lot of ladies not going to like that. Who gives a damn? It doesn't matter what you think or feel in my world. So that's point blank, you know. But I'm saying for you young men out here, you need to know. Now, a lot of men out here are simps. They caping, and then they're going to argue with you men about why you're not accepting that and you wrong, and, you know, the woman is God and all of this stuff. Forget those men. They weak-minded anyway, in my opinion. They're not even worth the spit on the ground. So that's also cooperation, very important. The next thing, which could easily be number one, would the kids respect you? That could easily be on the number one list. All of the work that you put in, men, to take care of these babies. I know my mother and sisters and some of my other families will say, you know, they use the term bastards. The little bastards. You taking care of these little bastards. Men take care of these little bastards, and these little bastards turn right around and say, you're not my daddy. You're not my daddy. That's a very powerful statement. A very low blow to a man that taking on responsibilities of a single mom and her children. The man puts in all the work. And I'm sorry, men, this is the reality. I've seen it. Hey, I know personally. But when I'm talking to you right now, I'm talking to you in clarity. I'm not talking to you in anger. And I don't have the anger and bitterness. Right now I'm talking in terms of reality. Reality, this is the reality that this is not only me saying, this is a lot of what other men have gone through. The kid could turn right around and say, you're not my daddy. And you spend hundreds of dollars or tens of dollars or thousands of dollars over the course of years. I know men, you know, put these little kids through college. And then the kids turn right around and say, you know, you did this for my mom. I knew a story where a guy told me that. You didn't do it for me, you did it for my mom. And this gentleman gave the child everything that the child needed. The child turned right around and said, you didn't do it for me, you did it for my mom. Now, that energy alone could make me, if I was in his shoes, do a murder, death, kill on that individual, that child. But I'm not supporting violence. So don't get simple-minded. But I'm just saying psychologically, that's a low blow to a man that put in work for years or decades to a child, and the child turn around and say, you did it for my mom, not for me. And you find that within the households in society when you deal with single moms and their children. And also, nowadays, it's just not like one child type of thing. You hear countless stories. The woman got 2, 3, 4, 5 children, and they expect the world. And then they also turn right around and say, you got to be dedicated to them. The fourth thing I will also mention is, which you find men could relate to this, okay, ladies? So brace yourself. But the body is trash. I'm trying to be clean with it. The body is trash. There's no sex appeal to it. She's been ran through as a single mom. And I'm giving you the clean version, okay, ladies? Because men will know what I'm talking about. In reality, you will know what I'm talking about too. The body is trash. As it used to be. Old settler. It's like if you're using a car terminology, it's definitely not new. It's more like if you talk about mileage or kilometers, 200,000 kilometers. What would you do with a car that has 200,000 or 300,000 kilometers? You know it's on its way out. If not, it could be any day, any time. When you get that car, imagine you getting a car already with 200 to 300,000 miles or kilometers on it. How long you think is you gonna really enjoy it? Okay, so when you're meeting that single mom, a lot of times what she show you on the outside, you might think is something, but when the clothes is off, you're talking about 200 to 300 kilometers or mileage. Now what? This is what you get. Unruly kids and lots of mileage. Merry Christmas, guys. This is your gift. This is what you need to put on a pedestal as a single mom. And then a lot of times when men will try to talk to and try to coach, I get these stories in terms of working out. The woman that say, and you see it on social media, take what you can get. This is me. And then she tell you, but you can't have other women. You gotta deal with me. No shape, lots of mileage, kids unruly, disrespectful, and costing you as a man a lot of money. Season's greetings. So this is what you have to accept, young men. Not including number 5 and 6. Single moms and their psychological issues because they've been ran through from their other baby daddies. So now you meet them and they want to implement their defects on you, and you got to take on those defects. So men, there's a big world out here. Aren't you entitled to get something fresh and new, no kids, off the rack? What's wrong with that? Why you can't? Are you not entitled to get somebody with no children, fresh off the rack? If you don't have to accept a single mom. We tend to accept and settle. Settle. Yes, I said it. Settle. Number 4, settle. Stop it. The answer is no. Men, you gotta be more smarter. You have to take this like a business. That's the problem. That is the major problem within us men, especially black men. We have to learn, we have to start having a business mindset, because it is a business. Yes, there's pleasure with it. Yes, there's nothing wrong with having a woman. A woman is wonderful. She's delicious. But then most men is dealing with females. Big difference. Women is one thing, females is another. The mindset of females as single moms, they don't give a damn about you. And they expect you to do everything and accept them. High mileage, unruly children. And then their serious mental issues. No more, guys. If you're doing that, stop it. If this is what you're getting right now, stop it. If this is what you have, stop it. Wean yourself out, men. There's more than one woman out here for you. Patience. This is a big world. That's why it's important to get your money right, because that gives you more options. Because again, you always hear on the internet, high value men. You hear that all over social media. They don't have to go through these problems. Think about it, men. Because they can travel, they can move around. They have options. And it is true. Men, and I'm developing as a man too, because it's always self-improvement. You have to really be truthful to thyself first of what you really want. And number two, you have to look at, when you meet that woman, it's time for you men to be truthful with that woman. And if you can't get what you want, men, there's someone else on the planet that will give it to you. That cooperation, respect, and no baggage. And less mileage. You don't have to accept that. Stop being simple-minded, men. Stop being simps. It's time to have your standards higher. Because you can. That's the thing about it. You can. There's no one stopping you. So, men, rise. Take your rightful place. My opinion, there's single moms, is a liability. Now, is it all single mothers on the planet Earth? No. You do have some single moms out here that is good women. It is true, okay? I think maybe about 0.1.252%. I'm just being funny, guys, okay? Don't get all emotional. It's a small percentage, though, of single moms that are good and solid and willing to cooperate. There are, but the most part in this modern-day society, no. Hell no. They're not for you. They're a liability. They're not an asset. This is why we as men go through so many problems also in society. Because we're dealing with a lot of single mothers. Baggage, serious mental issues, even health issues, broken down, and everything else that is with it. So, men, stay strong. You know, you have to fight this fight. It's a mental war out here when you out here, especially dating. And again, you have to treat this like a business. Guys, again, many thanks to you for supporting the machine. Continue support. And again, like I said, if any questions, concerns, you can email me. Go into the description box on the major platforms, Google, Apple, Spotify, iTunes. You see it in the description box, or Anchor. And you'll see in terms if you want to reach me, again, on major platforms. So men, stay strong. Check your woman. You have a single mom, see what she really is about. And if she can't fit your program, get rid of her. Wean yourself out. No matter if you have children with her or not, wean her out. My opinion. Make your plan, your exit plan. If you're not getting the cooperation, if she's more negative than positive. You decide. You finish it. Thank you for listening.